Perfect. All right, so book cover on it could be a paper bag. It could be the little socky stretchy thing. It could be anything. That needs to be on within the next week. Okay, so for those who are new to this section, get a cover on there. Okay, so I do require it, so make sure you have one on there, and that's something you get points for. It's all or nothing. You guys are my period 2, so just make sure you're not late to class. When that bell goes off, if you're not in the room, you're late. So get here, and if you need to go get something, then you go later and you ask me for it. So just make sure you come in here and check in first. So I know it's just one of those protocol things. I just want to kind of explain that to you. So just you're aware of it. Yeah, so we'll go through a couple things here. I want to talk about the section we're in right now, just so you're aware of it, because I know some of you are just jumping in the second semester. We're starting a new chapter, new unit today. So don't feel like you're lost or anything, like we haven't started. This is brand new today for everybody. So don't feel like you're behind already. You're not. So it's pretty straightforward. The stuff we cover in consumer math is we cover stuff that you use practical, everyday life situations. So the things you missed up to this point, maybe you want to know how to do before the end of the year. We talked about how to get a mortgage on a home.
Evan Smith to the office, please. Evan Smith.
So we talked about how to get a car loan, a home loan. We talked about payments. Yep, we talked about insurances, little things that you guys don't think about that we've done. Yep. So we have lots more topics to talk about. This stuff we're in right now is probably the most practical once you have and you own your own home. So we're doing home improvement stuff. So that's what we're in right now, because the sections we did, the units before this, was to how to buy a home, how to have insurance on it, what would the payments be. Now what we need to put in the home to make it furnished. So today we're starting with sections on appliances. So that's what we're doing. That's general home improvement. Now the big thing we're going to talk about with appliances, today we're just going to research. I'm going to have you go look up an appliance on a certain website. So you're going to need your Chromebooks every day. The textbook, bring them every day. There's some days we won't use them. That's fine. You just bring them every day. I don't want you to ask questions. Just bring it. Okay. But you do need your Chromebook. So because we use it a lot. My assignments I assign you will be on Google Classroom, just so you're aware of it. So
they're still going to be on Google.
They're still going to be on Google Classroom every single day.
Easy.
Yep.
Like
so
they were easier.
Yep. So I like Google Classroom. You guys know it's there. You know exactly what's due, when it's due, what exactly the assignment is. So that's what we're going to be having. Now, if you have not received an email from me today already, I think I sent it out this morning. You should have received an email inviting you to the Google Classroom. So, yep. And I always send out an email. So you receive 3 emails a day from me. Sorry, I know it's a lot. You receive an email about the Zoom coming up. So if you're gone, if you're at home quarantining, or maybe you're just sick, I send you a Zoom link. You can Zoom in live. You're actually seeing it live right here on camera, and I record class every day. I send you an email warning you what the Google Classroom assignments are due, and then I send you another one at night reminding you what we did that day and all the video links for that day. So you receive 3 emails a day from me. I'm really sorry. It happens. Question? Yes, I will add you. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, just so I don't forget. Because the minute you walk out, I will forget. All right. So I'm going to add you as a teacher. I think I have Mrs. Aids and I have Mitchell. So Eastman. Just S. Eastman, right? At GG Schools? Okay. Perfect. Okay, you should be added. So you'll get the link anyway to it. Okay.
So it's the same one from
Yeah.
last semester, very much.
I'll give you a second here if you need to go into Google Classroom and accept my link.
There's still the stuff from last semester.
All right, have I give you guys enough time to get in there? Okay, so what you're going to see here in a few seconds, if you're in there, you're going to probably see a Google Classroom question come across. It says, I want you to find the best or most competitive price for an upright freezer. That's the appliance I would like you to research today. So the stuff we do in these units, my other students have been with me. You guys do practical research for me. I had them at one point research cars for me because I was interested in buying a new car.
Now it needs a deep freezer.
So now I actually need a deep freezer because mine actually went out.
How big do you want it?
So it doesn't matter. I want an upright freezer, so that's different. It's not a chest freezer where you have to like reach down into a big chest. It's an upright. It looks like a refrigerator, but it's a freezer only. So
upright deep freezer.
Upright deep freezer, right? So that's what I want. You can use any website. I kind of give you some hints on the suggestions where it's like Best Buy, Amazon, Home Depot,
Certain
Lowe's.
price range?
Preferably, I want it under $1,000. So under $1,000, I want the most competitive. So what I mean by competitive, things you're going to notice when you look up freezers. Prices, obviously, duh. I'm looking for something that's pretty good quality, but also a pretty good price. So I don't want just the most expensive. That's not competitive. I'm looking for maybe it has the most cubic feet of space on the inside. That's something that you worry about when you buy a refrigerator or a freezer. How much space is inside the actual object that I can put stuff in there? Now they can range from like 2 cubic feet up to 17 or 18 cubic feet. That's a big freezer. They could even be more. I want the best or most competitive one you can find. When you submit it to me on Google Classroom, I want the link to the website that you're looking at. So you're going to copy your address bar and you're going to paste it right into Google Classroom, and then you're going to tell me what it is and what the price is, so I can see it instantly. Does that make sense? This assignment is due tomorrow, so I'm going to give you a little bit of time to look it up. This is your first taste of what we do in here. A lot of research sometimes. Now, the assignment is 5 points. I do grade these. So these weird little in-class activity stuff that you're doing right now, I grade it. So you actually have to participate. So this is a part of the research. A lot of the stuff we do in this class is outside your textbook. So you have to trust your Google Classroom. You have to look at the notes we do in class. You have to use my website, and I'll explain all that stuff here in a minute. So I'm not lost.
Okay, if it's a tiny bit over 1,000?
How tiny?
Like 1,030?
Okay, 1,035. What?
Probably 9.
9? There you go. All right.
How many
See?
cubic feet
There,
is
it is possible.
13.8 cubic feet.
Ooh, okay, we're getting big here. It's pretty good size. Upright, right? All right. That's what I care about.
21.3.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm looking for an upright deep freezer. Now, I'll give you the background why I'm having you research this. It's a part of this appliances section. We have to buy an appliance, furnish our home. My freezer went out. It went out the week of homecoming. So I was moving. We moved into a new house over the week before homecoming. I moved this past year actually, and we moved in, and the freezer we had went out. So we found it a couple days later, and everything was gone. We lost about $1,000 worth of meat in it. So yeah, and it wasn't our fault. It didn't actually go bad. We had a farm cat that fell behind it and scrambled out from behind it, fell behind it because it was climbing on it, climbed out using the power cord, shredded the power cord, and ripped it out of the back of my freezer as it was climbing out.
Can't fix it.
Can't fix. So, shredded it. So I need a new one. So, and I'm not joking, I need one. So you guys are actually doing real research. Last year's class, no joke, they found me a refrigerator when we moved in, and they found me, what was the other thing? A washer dryer.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, and I actually bought them. So
Which one did you buy?
I bought the Samsungs. So
Oh.
Yeah, those are pretty nice.
yeah, they're real nice. They're real expensive though, but
Yeah, they're pretty good.
pretty competitive. So
Does it matter the color?
nope, I don't care the color. It's gonna be out in the garage anyway. So nope, doesn't matter.
He's only gonna see it when he goes.
Yeah, I only see it when I need it. So nope. I'm looking for something competitive, and you guys are actually doing real research for me, because that gives me an idea of price. It gives me an idea of size. When you type it in, remember, I want the link to the website you're looking at, so just copy paste the link at the top of the address bar, and then write a little bit of detail in your post when you post it to my Google Classroom. When you answer the question, like, here's the brand, here's the price, here's the cubic feet, maybe here's the color, that type of thing. It doesn't matter, but I'm looking for competitiveness here. We'll do this. I'll give you maybe another 10 minutes, and then we're going to move on. Miss Eastman, what book number do you have, please?
25.
25. Okay, got a new 5. Only missing 1 today. Okay, I'll give you another 5 minutes to do a little bit of research. This is just a quick, give you a few seconds to look up some stuff. This isn't the end all be all. This is not your final answer. Maybe you'll find one later because it's due tomorrow. It's due tomorrow night by midnight, 11:59 p.m. by tomorrow night. You'll have to find me a good one that you can stand by. I'll give you a few more minutes here.
What if you can stand in it?
If I can stand in it,
Yeah.
well, that's
Is it big
fine.
enough for you?
That's fine. That'll work.
What's that?
This one says it stays frozen for 2 days after power outage.
All right. Survive for 2 days after a power outage? That's impressive. It's got a pretty good seal on it. Yeah.
You don't open it, it should.
Ugh. I can still smell that smell.
It's also frost free.
Oh. Give you a few more minutes here.
I bet you it still smells like rotten.
Oh. No.
You just tape it shut and take it to the dump?
No, we cleaned it out, washed out, threw all the meats away and all the stuff that was in it, disposed of it, and then we washed out, used bleach water, cleaned it out, and left the lid open, and still sitting in the garage, but cleaned. So, doesn't smell, but I think it's just memory of it still haunts me. Ugh. So, yep, still there. Didn't take it out to the dump yet. Still trying to figure out if it's just cost efficient buying a new one or having an electrician come out and looking if he can rewire it, but it's so old, there's no point.
Would you be willing to like put on a 12-month like warranty? Or
Oh, let's say no. Let's say no to that.
something? Okay.
Okay, so that might affect the price too.
Because I mean, it's at the thing that I got. It was $1,000,
Okay.
but then it actually it had 19% off.
Okay.
You save $200.
Yeah, that's a pretty good price.
But then what's the warranty?
Yeah, what's the warranty? Is it back up to 1,000 then?
That's true.
Because if it would be 1,000 with a warranty, that might have to be better.
Yeah. Okay, when Miss Benson gets back, then I'm gonna show you the one that I have found, and I want to see if you guys are even competitive against it. Perfect, she's back. Okay, so let's talk about the one that I've found. This is just a quick search. This is one that I found earlier. I don't know, maybe you guys have already found one that can beat mine because obviously you're using different websites. So here's the one that I have found. Okay. So this is Best Buy. In fact, I'm gonna zoom in on this just so you can see this. It is 19.6 cubic feet for $854. Okay, it's a Whirlpool, so it's a major name brand. It's not some random brand that you've never heard of. Whirlpool and Maytag and all those are pretty well known. I was looking at the star rating. It's got almost 5 stars across the board. Those are things that I look at. That's things that would be, that would sway my opinion sometimes. Maybe you found one that has maybe it's an unknown brand but has really good reviews. Who knows? But yeah, just the thing that caught me was just the price. I didn't find anything that could compete with that price just on the first initial search. What I mean by price, there's a lot that are cheaper than this. There was a lot for $6.99 and way smaller than that. 19 cubic feet's pretty big. That's a big refrigerator or freezer.
I got over 20. That's 809.
You have 20? That's pretty good. That's a big freezer.
So
So,
it fits in the same place as that.
okay. Best Buy still?
It'll fit in the 17 cubic feet.
Okay, yeah. That's something to think about. I'm not limited on space. It's going in a garage anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Now, okay, so let's talk about this. So you found a 20. What was the price?
809.
Oh, that ain't
I
bad.
have 21.
What was the brand?
I found a 21 for
Refrigerated.
Okay, refrigerator's good. What was the other one?
I found a 21 for 800.
Ooh, I think we got a winner here. Anyone else that can compete against it?
21.3 for
21. Okay, 21.3 for 1,000. Anyone else that found a good one that wants to just say it? What was your price? What did you find? You said about 1,000. It was $200 off, so 800. What was the size of yours, there, Hackle?
Not big, not as big as that.
Not as big as that. Okay, all right. Maybe it's just a really good brand, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll see it later. Alex, what do you find? You find anything good?
21.
21. What was the price on yours?
799.
1,700.
700.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah, that's the same one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So this might sway my opinion. Cool. Did you find anything good?
Home Depot one. They're the 809.
Yeah, there.
The same one. Same 809. Okay. These are good. Courtney, you find anything good price wise?
It was $699 for the
Okay, yeah. See, that was pretty standard. 15.7 was about the normal standard what I was looking at. I was trying to go kind of out of the norm and find like a really big one, but 21, like
That's a lot better.
that's a big refrigerator or a big freezer. So, okay. Now, obviously this assignment's due tomorrow. By tomorrow night at 11:59. So at some point, maybe during study hall or maybe today when you have a little bit of time, you want to finalize the one you want to go with. Maybe you're going to go with that 21. I want the link sent to me on Google Classroom. Answer it right in there. Attach the link, type a little like saying like this is the brand, here's the price, and then send it to me in Google Classroom. Got it? That's the assignment. It's due tomorrow. You're going to get 5 points for it. It's pretty easy. I do these a little bit. I try to do these once or twice a week, little research things that you can do some practical stuff. So you get used to the websites we're going to be looking at, because there's going to be times we're going to have to do a lot of research on certain things. You'll see it when we have it coming up here. Okay? All right. So thank you for doing that just for the initial. This is just the first search, right? You guys just took a few minutes to do it. Now I have to really commit to one. So now you're going to have to do some deeper research here. Okay, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a first initial search. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about. The unit we're in is called home improvement. What I mean by that is this unit in particular has every aspect of buying a home or refurnishing it. So the thing we're looking at right now is appliances. Appliances only. Refrigerators, washer dryers, dishwashers, things like that. Okay? We'll look at prices. We'll look at competitiveness. How do you know? Is there websites out there that can help you with the with the competition level? Okay. The other things we're going to do in this unit, we're going to look at blueprints on homes. If you're going to remodel, what would it cost to do a remodel on your home? Just to add a room onto your house. What would the cost be? We have to look at looking at all the lumber that's required. The cement work that's required, the permits from the city. We're looking at a lot of different things. So this is going to take some outside research. You might have to go talk to people and see it. A good resource for us would be like Mr. England. He's really good at doing this stuff. Or Mr. Short, who did this for years for us. Those are.
He still does it.
Yeah. So, or if you happen to know somebody that's in the construction business, maybe they have some insider detail of things we should know or places to go. These are little things we're going to do out throughout this unit, and then at some point we're going to put it all together and add up the prices using the appliances and items we find and figure out what the total cost of our home improvement would be. Okay, so those are little things we're doing. We're going to add up to a big thing. This test is going to be pretty big because we have to do a lot of stuff. Not only prices, but we have to look at paint, we have to look at carpeting, the moldings on the ground, the socket covers, windows, doors, things like that you don't think about, that if you're remodeling, you have to add up all the prices. Lumber right now is probably the most costly thing for us right now.
Sure.
It's just really expensive this time of the year.
Someone stole 16 sheets from the house.
Oh, ooh,
$400.
yeah, that's unfortunate. So, but all right.
No, they were
Okay.
thinking it was JB and Joseph when they didn't take sheets. They took little chunks of it that England said they found. That were.
All right. Well, so that's kind of our initial kind of first starter. All right, I'm going to stop the video there. But now, we're not done yet today. So here's what I'd like you to do. You can put your Chromebooks away. You can close those up. I know some of you are still doing research and stuff. Let's close those up.